Hello StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Jheffe and Warren on Apotheosis, the latter edition. In the top left side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Jheffe, representing Skystorm Gaming. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Warren, also representing Skystorm Gaming, which is the same clan that True is from, if you remember. A very excellent organization. Looks like an intra-clan match between these two GM-level players. Very excited to bring you this cast. It was sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com, and it should be an excellent display of Terran and Zerg proficiency. Proficiency? Where was I supposed to go with that? Prowess. I think I wanted to say prowess. Prowess makes more sense. Alright, so this is actually, I mean, they're both blue, but this is more teal, I'm going to say. That's a teal color out of Warren. Hope that doesn't get too confusing. But I think we're going to be just fine here. Alright, so it looks like a hatch first here out of Warren. No pool first, which we've seen fairly often for some reason in our ZVTs. In the last little while here. Let's go ahead and pull up the Reaper name list in case we need it, and I think we do. Got a good one. Got a good one here with a good backstory, but we'll watch this little critter floating around in here, getting bigger and bigger and grosser and more like a scorpion every second. And the barracks is done. What do we got? It is a Reaper. Okay, so Reaper opening here from Jheffe. And it looks like his name's going to be Mad Max, the movie man. He finally found a place to go filled with lush green pastures and filled with life. But everything changed when the Zerg nation attacked. Forced to flee to Dominion airspace, he was captured and forced into Reaper training. Oh, Mad Max, you poor thing. You found a life of peace and happiness and green, and it was taken from you by the Zerg nation. I almost said Fire Nation, but it's the Zerg nation who attacked. That is a reference to Avatar, The Last Airbender, which is a great TV show. I know it's a cartoon. I know it looks like it's for kids. And I know it aired on Nickelodeon, but holy smokes. It is such a great TV show. I was actually talking about it with one of my friends at work today. And we were discussing, there's a scene involving Uncle Iroh and Zuko in the last season that just, I don't want to spoil anything, but man, it makes me cry. It makes me cry every time. It is such a powerful moment. Anyway, love that so much. So here's Mad Max, not to take the attention away from him. He's moving right on in here. There are 4 lings, as is prescribed here by Warren, chasing him away, staying on the creep, doing all the things that lings need to do. Factory on the way for Jheffe, getting an expansion at the same time, because that is what good Terran people do when they're at home. I'm going to go ahead and try to kill as many of these lings as possible, because it could be difficult for him to get in there and actually kill any of the drones based on the ling production that we're seeing here. 4? There are 4 of them out, and again, the lings, 3 queens at the same time coming up. A drone transfer being protected very well by these lings and this queen, and there it is, gold base taken by Warren. That is not a good look. That is not a good look for Jheffe. Overlord scouts on in, gets a little bit too curious, and gets murdered by some Marines on the ground. And there they go. Stimpack being researched by Jheffe, and actually supply blocking Warren there. He does have an Overlord just about to pop to replace that one that died, but now he's only 3 supply away from getting supply blocked again, making 2 and 3 to hopefully prevent that from happening. The early supply blocks hurt, man. They really start to snowball over time. Marines knocking down the unbuildable bricks here at the bottom of the ramp. We've talked about those recently in some casts. Basically, if you don't know, they were introduced to avoid, or actually to prevent, Protoss being able to 3 pylon block the bottom of a ramp against Zerg. That's all it is. Can't 3 pylon block it, and so you can't keep a Zerg on one base, and that's how it works. Reaper Mad Max trying to get some more kills, hops down into the low ground, getting hit by that queen though, down to 4 hit points. Run, Mad Max, get out of there, and he does manage to escape. Queen's hoofing it over to this right side though, and they might accidentally find him. Oh shoot, Mad Max, get out. Mad Max, run. Ah, Mad Max doesn't run. Okay, I don't think he got any kills. He didn't. Mad Max, you do not make the Reaper Hall of Fame. I'm very sorry to inform you. Zerg player macroing hard. Warren's up to 52 workers at 4 minutes. What? 52 with this gold base. Jheffe has 35, which is not catching up very well. And he's building a supply depot wall here. It looks like he's planning on just going off 2 base. This wall tells me he's not comfortable taking a 3rd. Maybe he knows how aggressive Warren can be. Either way, he does have a 2 medevac drop heading out with straight up Marines. The Marines will have stim. They will not have +1/+1, and I don't think they'll have combat shield yet. Let's see here. Nope, no combat shield either. So these Marines are +1/+1 stim Marines. We've seen this fairly frequently, this timing here, about 5-6 minutes from professional players as well as GM. So dropping just on the edge of the creep here. Going to go unload everybody. Going to stim forward. Going to kill some creep tumors with a scan. And then try to march on into victory here at this third base. There are a ton of queens, though, for Warren. And, yep, that's enough to actually chase them away. Look at that queen count. 9 queens on the field for Warren. Warren's doing some crazy things. They're standing in, though, and just trying to kill these queens. Nevertheless, look at them go with that stim. They kill a couple of them, but more reinforcements show up, chase them away. That medevac has all of, well, now that has 0 hit points because it's dead. The queen's killing it with their excellent and wonderful range of 8. That is so great, and so many Protoss and Terran players are really sick of. 8 workers on the way for Warren right now. He is going to be up to 60 plus here at the 5-minute mark with a lair, with a bunch of queens. Specifically 7 of them now, and he's doing some things with gas, getting +1/+1 for his lings, which again probably means ultras in the future, and just now getting metabolic boost. It seems a little bit late, but he skipped it to go for a 4th base, drone up as fast as he can and get as many queens as he can. That seems to be his strategy. All right, so more barracks coming up here. 1, 2, 3 barracks. Another one on the way. Command center is coming into an orbital command, and very bio-heavy right now from Jeff. Still on 2 base. I know he has a 3rd one here, but he is really in trouble right now. Warren's taking a 5th. Warren is taking a 5th base on the bottom left. Marines coming in again, killing more creep tumors. They are braver now that they have +1/+1. The combat shield is not even on the way. Here we go. Lings can't handle it. This push actually might do some damage. They're going to try to kill these queens and burning 1 down. But look at all these queens and roaches and stuff. Pretty good stutter step. Pretty good job moving around the right side by Jeff. Going to move into the main base now, recognizing that queens are a little bit slow. Killing some overlords here, possibly trying to supply block Jeff. Some roaches getting up on the top here. But when they're alone against this many Marines with +1/+1 in stim, it's not looking good. Good job actually forcing the roaches to get stacked up a little bit there. In that narrow position between that evolution chamber and the border of the base. Dropping down again. Here is Jeff, and can they do it? Another roach falls. Can they get the Overseer dead? Overseer transferring drones getting killed as well. This is a very, very effective Marine push in here again with this +1/+1 with the stim, killing the evolution chamber, killing as many roaches that come and try to kill them. Roach loss count has got to be big. Look at that, 3,500 resources lost for Warren at this point, and only 1,000 for Jeff. But look at that, picking up, getting out as there are more and more roaches here. So Warren does eventually get the army he needs to push that away, but he lost a lot of workers. Oh, only 4? What? Only 4 workers, but a lot of roaches. A lot of roaches and queens and stuff like that. So it's 55 to 63 harvesters. Jeff has managed to pull a little bit closer to his opponent in worker count, and he does have the gold base up now. It is not a planetary fortress, which I feel like I'd be worried about. Is he supply blocked? Jeff, you was supply blocked for just a second there. Just the tiniest second. Happens to the best of us at the GM level. More and more barracks coming up here from Jeff. He's getting +2/+2. Just about finishing at the 8-minute mark. That is Pult level upgrades, ladies and gentlemen. That is very good. If he has +3/+3 at 12 minutes, I am going to refer to him as Pult a couple times. Ultralisk Cavern on the way for an 8-minute Ultralisk Cavern from Warren. A lot of infestors coming out too. This is not looking good for Jeff, you guys. He has pretty much only Marines, which are so bad against Ultras. Even with their upgrades, it's not going to happen. He's supply blocked again. Jeff, no. Jeff. This drop back behind the 4th base here gets completely cleaned up. 1 medevac survives with 4 Marines and 16 hit points to her name. Pushing in again with Marines, catching a couple infestors is a nice deal. Trying to deal with these roaches with +1 armor and no attack upgrades. +2/+2 is not there yet for these Marines, but I bet Jeff wishes that it was. I bet he wishes he had +2/+2 because this would do so much better against these roaches as it stands. But he's doing a really good job keeping Warren on the back foot. I don't think Warren's actually crossed midfield right with anything but overlords to this point. He does have a really nice overlord spread, though. Beautiful overlord spread. Overlord spread. Another attempt to drop here, getting cleaned up near the 4th base. Yeah, it was very small. Very small attempt at a push. Did not go very well. So Warren has his Ultralisk Cavern. Has he made any Ultras? No. He's at Roach, 1 Infestor, and working on chitinous plating. So he'll get them eventually. I just don't know when. Marines with +2/+2 against Lings. Lings with +2/+2. What do you guys have? Yeah, +2/+2. So it's even number, which means I feel like the Marines have a bit of an advantage. Killing more stuff. Double-pronged attack here at the 3rd base and coming up along to the 5th base as well. Roach is clearing out that left side one, but the right side one standing in with some Marauders here too against the Roaches. Great choice, mixing them into his composition by Jeff. Overseer dies. Roach is again trying to do this thing. This gold base might actually get killed, but it's pretty much mined out anyway. I'm not sure how much Warren matters or cares about that. When Infestor's throwing down the fungal grows, greatly weakening the Marines, and he does manage to push this away. Warren finally managed to kill these Marauders with 6 kills on this guy. Actually, he's still alive. He's still alive. And then the Lings come in and clear him out. Okay, he's dead now. Pick up the tank and run. Flying tank gets out of there. 1 medevac killed by the Queens on the ground. Queen count is still fairly interesting. 6 of them here. The first Ultras are out. They do have +3 armor, +2 attack, working on that chitinous plating. No additional melee attack or armor upgrades, though. And he just started those. Never mind, they're here. So we're going to have fully upgraded Ultras here very soon. +3/+3 on the way for Jeff. About 20% complete on the infantry armor and about 50% on the attack. So he's, again, I'm going to do it. Pult level upgrades. Ladies and gentlemen, the pressure from Jeff has been crazy go nuts. Absolutely insane. Ultra count here for Warren. Let's get a check on that. He has 8, though. He's got 8 Ultras. 8 Ultras, 2 Infestors, 24 Lings, 71 Workers to 58 of Jeff's. Jeff's in a big bag of trouble right now. Ling counterattack coming up this right side, trying to avoid getting spotted by the Terran army. They managed to avoid getting spotted here. Any planetary fortresses anywhere? Yes, this 4th base that Jeff has along the left side is a planetary. So that's great news. And Ultra dies. Look at that. Ultra dead corpse. Pretty good stuff. Tanks here with no upgrades whatsoever. I don't think Ultras alone can do this. Okay, so maybe Queen Ultra with the transfuses might be able to pull it off. Tanks on this low ground harassing the crap out of this 3rd base from Warren. Again, he might lose this hatch. I'm not sure how much he cares about it. Coming for it, though, with the Ultras and the Infestors throwing down fungal growths here. Ultras are dying, though. Look at this. Their pathing's a little bit messed up. And 1 Ultra dies. Another one going to fall here at the top, trying to kill a tank before he falls. No, and another one gone there as well. Look at this. Jeff pushing in. Ultra comes into the backside. Bad rally by Warren. Oh, no. Free Ultra. Doesn't even get a shot off whatsoever. +3 attack is done. The 3rd hatch is gone. Another attack on up this way with Marines and Marauders. There are Lings doing so much damage, though. What? Here at the main. Oh. The Ling got in the main, killing refineries, killing everything that is here. Jeff takes down the 5th base of Warren. It's now effectively down to 3 bases. There are 44 to 50 Harvesters remaining here. It's fairly darn even. This army for Jeff still alive. Still alive, trying to kill as many drones as humanly possible. 38 workers killed by Jeff, 14 killed by Warren. Are there still Lings? There's still Lings inside this main base. So, I don't know. I feel like that Ling attack was a little bit worse than it may have seemed. The Ultras are chasing these guys home, and they have the upgrade. 7 armor now. Soon to be the fully upgraded 8 armor. As soon as this ground carapace level 3 completes, it's very close to getting there. Stutter stepping his way to victory, desperately trying to kill these Ultras. There are so many of them. There are 7 chasing this small group of Marines and Marauders that are overstimmed because they're having to stim to run away from the Ultras. Couple more swipes and they are all going to die. Jeff has Liberators, though. Oh, thank goodness from the Terran perspective he has Liberators. But look at this. Warren is down to 2 bases. One of them is an almost mined out main. He does have his natural as well, but trying to replan his 4th base. He took a lot of damage there. Resources lost 20,600 to 1,200, or 12,000 rather, for Jeff. So Warren has lost a ton more. He has these Ultras, but what else does he have? An Infestor, a Roach, 10 Lings. He's going to try to win this thing with straight up Ultra. And I just don't know if it's going to work. The Liberators need to come over and insist. This Planetary Fortress, he just gives it up. He gives up the PF, doesn't even try to repair it at all. He recognizes he needs to keep those SCVs alive more than anything else. And that actually supply blocks Jeff there just a little bit. And the Ultras figure their job is done. I killed a base. I left Jeff with his original 3 mining bases. His natural command center exploded. Did he not repair that? I don't know that he repaired that. Medevac with some Marauders and Marines trying to be aggressive at this point, taking out a Ravager egg. that was trying to morph on up here. If he can kill this base, I feel like Jeff might be in a good spot. But these ultras are lurking around playing defense so hard right now. Get out, run, and they do. And they do run. The Infestor a little bit too far away to throw down a fungal on that medevac, so it does escape. Another big push here from Jeff. +3/+3 done on these Marines, on these Marauders. Tank, flying, tank, medevac compositions, and Liberators coming in here as well. So where do they want to attack is the question of the day. What do they know exists? They don't know about the replacement third. They don't know about a fourth just north of that third. They are blind. They are blind to that fact. Liberators setting up defender mode circles. Infestors getting out of there as fast as they can, and they do. Crocodiles trying to kill the Liberators. Good dodge, though, by Jeff. Fantastic dodge by the Jeff. And trying to kill an Overseer. These guys moving forward. Stay inside the circles, man. It's safe. Stay inside. No, we didn't stay inside the circles, and now they're all dead. And now they're all dead. 142 to 119 total supply in favor of Jeff. Crocodiles killing that Liberator for sure. Killing it right dead. But there are still 3 more here. And I don't know about this positioning from Jeff. I mean, it does give you a nice little narrow choke that the Zerg player does not want to go through. Warren doesn't want to walk through that, but it doesn't really force the issue either, is the problem here. Corrosive Bile going to hit one of the Liberators, not quite kill it, because a single Bile is not enough to do it. Liberator moves anyway, though. More Corrosive Biles getting tossed on down, not hitting much of anything whatsoever. Catching a Ravager, just being very cost-effective right now, is Jeff. Unfortunately, allowing Warren to get up to 4 bases again. He's expanding behind this too, though, is Jeff, which is beautiful stuff. The rocks get knocked down. Warren takes the collapsed rocks out immediately. Some Spore Crawlers trying to get landed here. The Ultras can't walk through that circle is the problem. Spore Crawler does not get the chance to plant, actually dies first, kills a Queen there, going after this natural hatchery. The Ultras are a little bit slow to respond, but finally respond they do. Oh, fungal bile, not killing anything there, but doing quite a bit of damage to the medevacs and the Ultras and the Lings. Infestors here, Ultras trundling around as well, fully upgraded Ultras trying to come from this backside. Oh, they might go for the sandwich. The Ultra sandwich could be really bad for Jeff. Corrosive Bile's killing a bunch of the tanks and Liberators. He's going for it. Here comes the Ultra sandwich on top of everything that is here. Corrosive Biles, Fungals, taking out Liberators. Boof. 1 Liberator remaining is all that is left of the Terran army. And she has 3 kills, but now she dead. Now she dead. Medevacs pick up and boost out with a bunch of Marauders, which seems like the unit to save if you had to save anything, as the number of Roaches and Ultras we see is fairly high. 4th base has been replanted by Jeff. I think he just took his main one and did it that way. How? Oh, this Overlord's pooping creep. Over here at an attempted 5th by Warren along this top right side. Finally, Marines come in. I guess his attention was very focused on the bottom side of the map, not back home. So, more Marines, more Marauders coming in, more Liberators coming in. Spire on the way for the Warren Ultras. More and more Ultras in production. Again, I don't see why Warren should be doing anything else. Ultras are really good. Really super great right now. Liberator sets up, and Corrosive Bile actually killing one of his own Ravagers there a little bit. That hurts. So Liberator shuts down this 4th base that Warren's trying to go for, killing a larva as well, which is fantastic, and manages to escape with her skin despite a Queen shooting at her that whole time. He's going to try to set up as well here at the 3rd base. And I think he can find a spot. Nope, can't find a spot where the Queen can't get him. Dead. Or she's dead, rather. The pilot of the Liberator is a female, but I assume Jeff is a dude. Corrosive Bile's landing, killing Liberators along this push on the left side that Jeff is trying to make happen. Killing Creep Tumors. Another Fungal. The Fungal Ultra combo is so good. It is so good. Really pinning those biological units where they stand and letting the Ultras come right on top of them and cleave them with their massive Kaiser blades. Spire going to complete for Warren. I don't know how that works for Jeff. Fungal Bile. Boom. Taking that medevac out. More Corrosive Biles landing. Getting a couple hits there. Medevac count pretty low for Jeff. He only has 2 of them, which is, again, not a great sign either here. Very low biological units. Corrosive Bile taking that Liberator out again. Ultra dies. Can this other one? The other one's forced to retreat with only 93 hit points remaining, but all these guys are so low. They're all in the red. Medevac trying to heal him up, but she only has so much energy. You can only restore so much per second. More Marines, more Marauders, more tanks coming on down. Jeff is not retreating. He is not going home. He is not tapping out. He's expanding again for his 6th base. 6th base. How are we looking on 44 to 44 workers right now? Both players looking okay. 29,000 resources lost for Warren. Almost 30,000 to 23.4 for Hef. Jheffe. I don't know how to say that. I'm going to say it's Jeff, though. Somebody can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. If they know Jeff. Again, great player. Great player so far. Infestor throws down a fungal, dies in the process. Fungal bile getting dodged just barely. A Marine does die, but that's okay. These queens cannot handle Marines and Marauders with +3/+3. Here he comes again, Warren. Liberator count 3. Tank doing some damage as well. Corrosive Bile's taking out a Liberator. Another one does manage to survive, and Warren, again, knows more than to force the issue. He's not coming up these ramps unless he needs to. He's just forcing Jeff away, keeping his base alive, keeping his base mining. That's what he needs right now. Free Queen gets picked off in the front lines. Ultra here with 0 kills. Would really like to get some. Gets 0. Oh, man. Gets 1. Corrosive Bile is taking out the Liberators again. Tank destroyed. Once again, all that's left here for Jeff is a small ragtag group of Marines and Marauders with +3/+3 and 2 medevacs in the skies. Warren does a great job pushing him away once again. More Liberators, more Marauders, more Marines. This has been a marathon game, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the 21-minute mark. Thank you very much. High ground harassment here from Jeff on this 4th base that Warren has. A drop. An attempted drop in the main gets shoved away pretty quickly by Ravagers and Ultras. But coming in the other way is Jeff. The multi-pronged harass works. It draws everybody away from this 4th base, and Jeff walks right on in and snipes it down. Snipes it right down. Some Lings trying to defend, but they're not very good against this many Marines and Marauders with the upgrades they have. Again, they're super low on health, which is bad, but they can handle a couple of Lings, no problem. So that base is gone. Another attempt to drop here from Jeff, continuing to make this thing work. Does Warren have any Corruptors, any air units at all? He does have a Spire. He does have a Spire, but he's not going Corruptor. I feel like it's what he needs in this game, is just a handful of Corruptors to take down medevacs to make these drops less effective. There are 6 medevacs now going up. This replacement 4th base along the right side, gonna die. Not canceled by Warren. Can he save it? He needs to take down the base. He's stutter-stepping his way around the hatch, and the Ultras on top, they pick up, they get the hatch, and they boost out. I guess the order of that was they get the hatch, they pick up, and they boost out, but whatever. More attacks down here from the left side from Jeff. It's 172 to 128 total supply. Liberators murdering Queens. Queens running for their lives against this fully upgraded biological army. The Ultras coming in, but there are only 2 of them. There are 5 on the ground right now. Make that 1 less. Transfuse is trying to keep these Ultras alive, but no, can't get it off in time. More Ultras coming in to try to make this thing work, but they're getting destroyed 1 and 2 at a time. I feel like Jeff can handle. He's losing so much stuff, though. Here we go. Drop here on the right side by Jeff, trying to kill some things. The multi-pronged harass has been crazy. Absolutely insane. They get another Ultra. Its body flying everywhere. Just flying left and right. Jeff killing an Overlord. Blorp. Heading on down with a small group along this right side. Some Roaches, or not Roaches. Yeah, Roaches, Ravagers, and Ultras here. Fungal Bile! Oh, what a huge Fungal Bile! What an absolutely huge Fungal Bile that was from Warren. He needed that bad. There we go. We're back down to 2. Back down to 2 medevacs for Jeff. He is not giving up. He is not going home. It's exactly 295 to exactly 293 average APM for these players. Both these guys are playing their hearts out. Both players, I feel like, deserve the win. They both made great decisions. They've done good micro, good macro, all the way around, but this is not looking good for Warren. Army supply 110 to 77, but that 77 is 2 Ultras, 10 Ravagers, and 2 Infestors. I don't know if that's enough Ultras. There's only 2? Warren, can you do this thing with 2 Ultras and a bunch of Ravagers that don't even have attack upgrades? Upgrades matter. Upgrades matter so much. Corrosive Biles from the high ground taking out a couple of these Marauders, but Warren trying to hold it off with the CB, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. Very active. Here is Jeff. You don't want to overstim, though. Medevac count looks like it's up to 5, which is good. Which is really good. He wants to kill this base. I feel like if he kills this base again, he wins the game. But can he get there? More Ultras on the way for Warren. All of my Terran fans are sitting on pins and needles right now, trying to see who's going to come out on top on this match, and I don't even know. It's so dang close. 125 to 160 total supply. Drone tries to take a 4th base along the left side. Not going to happen. Or 5th base, rather. Not going to happen here. And here it is. Big conflict? No, not a big conflict. Both players back it up. back it up. Another attack, though, a small attack from Jeff, checking for a replacement hatch at this 6 base location. Doesn't happen. Warren does not have one whatsoever. 3 overlords are nice, though. 1 overlord dies. Big old attack on up. That's why Ultra's right in the front. Fungal catching the Medivacs. Corrosive Bile. No, just barely missing. Another Ultra goes. Is that the last Ultra? No, there's one. There is one more remaining. This small hit squad on the right side chasing down an Infestor, killing her as well. This natural base hatchery is going to die. Again, I don't know how much Warren's worried about this one. He's not. I mean, he's chasing this, but whatever. At this point, losing a hatch isn't a huge deal. He wasn't mining from it anyway. Coming down the left side is Jheffe, recognizing that Warren's on the right side. He comes down the left. This is amazing stuff. Creep tumors getting destroyed all over the place. Ultras coming up. Ravagers coming on up. Staying off the creep is Jheffe. More Infestors in production for Warren. But look at this. The mining bases that Jheffe has. 1, 2, 3-ish mining bases. Double expanding is Warren, though. Oh, if he can get those. If he can get those. A drop in the main base by Jheffe, though. Trying to take down evolution chambers. That's a complete waste. Going for the hive might be good. He's trying to do it. There's the fungal from the Infestors. The chain fungal might burn these guys down before they can actually take down the hive. Ling's assisting with that as well. Pick up, run. Pick up, run. Trying to get the Infestors. Can't do it. Can't get the Infestors. Gets one, I think, but that is it. Here comes another Liberator. Marine Marauder push. Did they get the Liberators before? EMP tossed down on the Queens. What a play. He used the EMP on the Queens. Jheffe, great strategy. The patience on display here. The decision-making, the tech choices. Just top-notch right now. Steady targeting being used on the Ultras. One dies instantly. The remaining one not as good without his friends. Giant Corrosive Bile hit. Whoa! That Ravager dies immediately, but look at that! Warren leaves the game, losing that final engagement. Queens with no energy, cannot transfuse, not as useful as they otherwise would be. No attack upgrades whatsoever on the Acid Spines or the Talons, and the Terran player gets the win. 26 minutes in against an Ultra playing Zerg Warren. Oh, I know I'm saying this a lot, but that was a nail-biter of a game. It was nip and tuck. Both players lost multiple bases. Both players lost so many workers. Jheffe actually killed 52. Warren only killed 14. That's a surprising number. I thought Warren did more work that way. But again, I don't think a major attack from Warren did much other than killing this 4th base along the bottom left, or was that the 5th? Whatever. Along this bottom left, just south of the main. He didn't kill it anything but this base. Did not really harass. I guess that one big attack of Lings that came up here when Jheffe was down killing stuff in the south, there was that one. But it didn't kill as many SCVs as I thought. I don't know if Jheffe pulled them or if they were hiding somewhere the Lings couldn't find them or what. But look at how ragtag this army is. I mean, there's Ghosts, there's Marines, there's Marauders. None of them has full health. A couple of them are in yellow. But, I mean, most of them are in red. I guess some of these Ghosts are fully healthy. Good job, Ghosts. Good job staying fully healthy when everybody else is dying. And yeah, just won that final engagement. The steady targeting was on point. The EMPs on the Ghosts was perfect. A perfect EMP on that clump of Ghosts, or on that clump of Queens. And that was it. So well done. Well done by Warren. Amazing defense. The Ultras were not enough. And congratulations to Jheffe getting the win. Beautiful. Beautiful display as per usual. All right. So that's it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Patrons! Nicholas Cheek, Sean Govin, Nick Riley, Josh Cornelius, Jin, Robert Farmer, KN, Matt Meermans, Hekon Marcus, Christopher, Alex Coffey, Ben Raboyne, 19 Day, Kith Carlo, Alexander Canaris, Complex, Ian Westbrook, Michael McIntosh, Sam Estagoy, Bo Brissett, Cale Anderson, Trevor Smith, Medhadin, GMP, Sik Kupata, Pedro Batsaris, Michael Wellen, Plaid, Henry Cooper, Clayton Knight, Jan Kodera, Kevin Chang, Rajiv Bhatt, link at the top right. Thank you. Bye.